We'll ask Coach Underwood to make an opening statement and then go to questions first for the two student athletes. Coach.
Well, commend Iowa. Iowa was terrific tonight, and they were the better basketball team tonight. They're a tough matchup for us. Tyler Cook poses us some problems. I thought defensively, after the first 4 minutes of the game, we did some good things in the first half. But we turned it over too many times, 15, and again, they've been really good, 12 of 23. We're one of the top 20 teams in three-point field goal percentage defense, and yet you would never know that when we play Iowa. So very, very proud of these two guys. They've had great freshman year. 3 of our top 4 scorers tonight were freshmen, add a sophomore in there. And as I told this group, tonight was an ending, but I loved coaching this team each and every day. This is the beginning of bringing Illinois basketball back, and these two guys, I couldn't have asked for anything more. Not just in terms of what their play was, but as who they are as people. And now the best thing that we get to do is have an off season, and I think that it's. When you look at bodies of Big Ten teams and you look at ours, you know that that's an area that we're excited to head into. So, I'm proud. We had a great year. We played a very difficult schedule, and heading into the off season with this group is something that excites me a great deal as we head into the future.
Question for the student athletes. Raise your hand. We'll get the mic to you. Here on the aisle.
Hi, guys. Two-part question, I guess I'd like for each one of you to answer to. Will you be back? And if so, what are you envisioning in terms of what success might look like next year?
Giorgi, start with you, please.
Yeah, definitely we'll be back. A lot of work has to be done in the off season. There's a lot of goals, personal goals, team goals. We'll have to sit back and look at everything, but just a lot of work in the off season. That's the goal. As much work as I can personally and as a team.
Ayo?
Yeah, we just got to get better as a team and just focus on little details. It'll be good. We got new guys coming in, so just got to get better as a team.
Down here in front.
For either of you guys, they obviously had 2 really good offensive games when they played you guys this year. What do they do offensively that makes them so difficult to guard?
Giorgi, let you take it, please.
They're just a smart team. When you make a mistake, they make you pay every time. When we made a mistake tonight, they made us pay. They're a great shooting team. Obviously, we saw they made a lot of shots. As I said, when you make a mistake, they make you pay, and that's what they did, and that was the game.
Additional questions for the student athletes? Out on the left.
Yes, guys. It's a lot of fun to watch you develop throughout the course of the season. Just curious what memories you guys will take away from this experience this year.
Ayo, let you take that one.
Memories, it's tough. I feel like we had an up and down season, but I'm just going to remember us, fighting as hard as we can each and every day. A lot of people didn't expect us to, win as many games as we did. We shocked a lot of teams. So, just playing each and every game hard as we can. That's what I remember the most.
Giorgi, you want to answer that one too?
As he said, we fought every time. We had a tough year, but we never quit. We stick together. We are really like brothers right now. If you see the locker room, you can tell that we are really brothers. It's a special group, really a special group. We had a tough year, but as I said, we fought. We stayed together, and that's the beautiful part of it. That's just a beautiful brotherhood right there. That's the family.
Good time for one more for the student athletes, if there is one. Anybody? All right, thanks, fellas. You may return to the locker room. Take a question for Coach Underwood. Here to the right.
Coach, you had a pretty big roster turnover at the end of last year, and you talked about establishing a new culture. With this group, do you feel like the culture has been established to the point that you feel that roster continuity is important heading into next year?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that there's we have guys. I love coaching this team every day, and we have guys that work and guys that put in the time and got better. It would have been very easy to for this team to fold it up and not compete, and yet as each one of those guys said, they stayed together. They're close friends. Some of them are maybe didn't have the years that they came in expecting to have, but that's part of the process, and yet the character piece is in place, and the future is very, very bright. And you throw Andres Feliz in here, who was had a sensational year at junior college transfer, and we saw glimpses of Tevian and Alan Griffin. Those guys are going to be good players. So, like I said, the best thing about now is we get an off season.
Questions? Right here on the aisle.
Brad, I know the stories of a season are told, not on paper, but as you look at the actual final record, are you taken aback by it based on what you expected going in, and can there be in this case, a drastic change from one year to the very next?
Oh, I don't think there's any doubt. I'm not concerned about the record. The record, everybody wants to win. For us, this in essence, it was year 2 on my contract. It was year 1. I mean, we were trying to establish. We got through the first year, and then this year was about establishing an identity and a culture, and that's the way I've approached it. And coincidentally, we had the toughest schedule in the Big Ten. We had the second toughest schedule in the country, with a team that, truth be told, wasn't ready for that. And yet it's we fought. We'll grow. You have to go through the process to become great. And part of that is the work. Part of that is the struggle. It's the grind. We've been through all of that. And the next year's a new year. You keep adding the right pieces. You've got your culture established now. The little things, going to class, and the work we put in the weight room, and being on time, and all the little pieces and little things. Those things are in place now. And now we can continue to grow as a basketball program. And I've said it many times. I don't want good teams. I want a great program, and there's a big difference. And Illinois is one of the top 10 programs in the country, and we're well on our way to making those strides to get there.
We'll take 2 more. First, here in the middle.
Coach, do you feel like the 5 fouls in the first minute and a half of the second period set the tone for the rest of the half?
Didn't help.
Last one here on the aisle.
Did you feel at all that the playing last night bothered you guys at all in the second half, the legs or anything like that?
Not at all. Not at all. These guys, we go hard every day in practice, and our guys are in really good shape. And I thought if anything, I thought it could be an advantage. But there's nothing to that. I think that was just Iowa being a better basketball team tonight and causing us some problems that we couldn't overcome.
Coach, thanks very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.